Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you're ready for a little bit longer of a video here. I'm going to share my better cards of Aaron Rodgers that I've collected over the last 8 years now. So I guess just to start it off, we'll start with a rookie card. I don't have many. In fact, I think I've only got two at this point. I had a few more, but I ended up having to sell them, unfortunately. But this was one of my favorite rookie cards of his. At the time, it was really affordable compared to the others. Now the prices have skyrocketed. But I have no plans on selling. This is just gonna stay with me. But I really liked the E-Tops design, and I know I've heard that it's had kind of a rough ending, the whole E-Tops thing, but I really enjoyed the Packers cards in general that were E-Tops. So this issue 2005-57, I don't know if that's a serial number or not, but yeah. So it's one of those rookie cards. Ignore the plant in the background there. There's just a game used jersey. It's a Donruss Classics. This is 2009. Monday Night Heroes. I don't think I paid 20 bucks for it. That sticker's old. It's numbered 134 out of 299. And it is game used. So this one to me is not like a super keeper card. I might end up trading it away or maybe selling it to get something more along the lines of my taste in color scheme and image. So here's another one. This is Leaf, or maybe it's Donruss. We'll find out on the back. Leaf Rookies and Stars, Longevity. I believe this is the Ruby parallel. Number 233 out of 350. I guess it is still owned by Donruss at this point. And it is game used. What's the year here? 2008. This is one I kind of thought about doing a rainbow of, but the design doesn't appeal to me especially, though if I could get my hands on the green one, I'd probably grab that. So here's my other rookie card, and this is one I absolutely love. It's exquisite, so it's not game worn at this point. It is numbered out of 35, and this card I won for $10 in a raffle. This was a card I'd never been able to afford just buying straight up, so I was so happy when I won that raffle. I was jumping up and down. So it's a little beat up, but these exquisite cards are tough to keep in good condition, so I'm not going to complain about that at all. So again, card values have skyrocketed, so I think it's probably worth quite a bit more than what it was raffled for a couple years ago. But definitely one of my favorite cards of his. It says it is game used. It's interesting. I wonder if that's from a preseason. I'll have to go back and look like when Exquisite came out or was released. So definitely hanging on to that one. That's a cool card. Up next, we've got a certified. See if I can get it to focus in. There we go, 2011 certified. It's barely a 2-color patch. So this is numbered out of 25. So this is the, I don't know if it's just called the gold or if it's mirror gold. The base versions of the card without the jersey are mirror parallels. So I'm not sure how they label these. Another game worn. These should all be game worn. Because I kind of moved on. I had some really cool cards that were event worn or player worn, and I decided I just wasn't a fan and moved on from those. So no patch for this one. This is a 2012 Topps Valor Glory Parallel out of 50. These were, I believe there was just the base version, the Glory version, and then the 1-of-1 Heart version. So I think the base version was numbered to like 171. These are numbered to 50, and then there was the 1-of-1, just for some of the vets. And this was one of my favorite, if not my all-time favorite release. I really wish that they would have come back with this again. It was 2012 and strictly a 2012 product. They did more Topps Valor afterwards, but it was just cheap, chintzy, really unfortunate to me that they didn't do this. These were horrific to try and get graded because the cards are so soft. The edges are always banged up, and I guess I don't know too much about the surfaces, but the edges and corners were always killers. But I really love this card, so I picked it up. Next is a custom that was made for me. I don't want to say the person's name because there were 2 people who sent me customs and I can't remember which one of you it was. It was either JP Larson on Beckett or a Lynch on Beckett. I'm pretty sure it was JP, but not positive now. So it was really cool. I think it was a Christmas gift. So it's commemorating the Packers win over Detroit. I believe this was the one with the last second Hail Mary that I know some Lions fans were not happy with, that there might have been a holding call on. But when you look at the tape, I'm pretty sure there was also a face mask or hands to the face penalty that could have been called. So to me, it's a wash, and the play stood. So really cool card to have with the Rodgers and Rodgers. And next up, I have a 2000, I believe this is 2019. Yeah, 2019 Century Materials National Treasures. This is the base out of 99. I'll be doing this rainbow if the prices ever go in my favor. But I'm doing the Packers rainbow for every Packers player that was in the Century Materials parallel set. So it fits that, and then I'm also doing the base set for each of the Century Materials years. So I believe it starts in 2009, and there's been a set every year through this year. So long-term project. Mostly I'm working on 2012 right now, but if I find cheap cards from other years, I grab those too. So, one of the main things that I enjoy collecting, we'll save those for last. So these are Aaron Rodgers combo cards with other players. This is, again, one of my favorite cards. It's numbered 10 out of 20. It's exquisite. And it's got Aaron Rodgers and Phillip Rivers. So, I wasn't really a big fan of Rivers' like play style, and I know he was a clean trash talker. He never swore, but it just really drove me nuts the way he was always yapping at everybody. But from all accounts, he's a good guy off the field, and he did a lot on the field. So it was a fun card to grab. This is from 2009, and they are game used, both patches. I know sometimes the patches were split up in later years, so sometimes you'd have like one game used and one player worn. So I was lucky enough to get one with both, and with some nice patches on it too. Next we have another E-Tops. It's got a whole bunch of old-time Packers. Got Donald Driver. I think that behind him is 89. That might have been Robert Ferguson. And Charles Woodson. 32. Was that Amon Green or Cedric Benson? Maybe it says on the back here. Nope, it doesn't say which ones they are. But it's numbered out of 499. It's from 2010. And again, the E-Tops refractor type surface is kind of what drew me to the card. Next is another Packers combo card. It's got Aaron Rodgers, Donald Driver, the traitor Greg Jennings, and Ryan Grant, all of which are game worn. This is from Limited 2008. So another nice card with some of the Packers that I grew up watching. And then we get a bunch of Super Bowl winning quarterbacks here. We've got Eli Manning, Ben Roethlisberger, Drew Brees, and Aaron Rodgers. Pretty simple patches. It's from Topps Totally Certified. Or wait, no, that's Panini, isn't it? 2011. Yeah, it's Panini. So 4 out of 90. And all are game used. So I really liked that combination of players. I'm not sure, well, that was 2011. Yeah, that would have been after Brees was in the Super Bowl, so I guess that kind of makes sense, that pairing. All right, so now we're getting into my main collection with Rodgers, where Aaron Rodgers and his connection with Jordy Nelson were, or really is, my favorite Packer combo of all time. And that's a focus of my collection. When it's Aaron Rodgers, it's either got to be game-worn jersey, or else it's also got to have Jordy Nelson and Aaron Rodgers. So I'm going to start off with the first cards that I picked up of them. These are all cards that I bought myself, and also they were the first ones that I ever graded, or had graded. So it is the Spectra Dynamic Duos. guess I wasn't too close to getting a full mint card, but who knows. So 2014 Spectra, and it's the Prisms Blue. So this was early on in my collecting days when I made the decision to go after these. So I believe this is the what would be considered the base version, and it's out of 49. So you follow that up with the gold dynamic duos. This one didn't get a 10, unfortunately, on any of them, but 9.5, you can't argue with that either. And this one should be out of 25, yep. Next up is the Ruby, or maybe it's labeled the Red. Also a 9.5. This one I did get a 10 on. I guess it's just the Prisms Red. And this one is numbered out of 10. And then I had to wait quite a while to add this one, but it finally popped up, and I was able to have the winning bid for it. It's the 1 of 1. Sorry about that. My dog's outside and wants in. So this is the Prisms Black. It's the 1 of 1. Again, unfortunately, I didn't hit a 10 with it, but that's all right. 9.5, you can't argue with that. So again, all of these I bought myself, and then it was my first ever grading submission was these 5 cards. So continuing that theme, it's another Aaron Rodgers, Jordy Nelson's Classics combo. This is from 2018. Unfortunately, this one's player worn, but I made the exception because it has both guys on it. All right, let's move this stack over since it's getting a little bit big, and it's just gonna fall over. That's all right. Here's another duel with them. This is Panini, I think this would be Illusions. Say on the back here, Pantheon. That's what it is. It's number 5 of 10. These are actually game worn, so that's cool. Which I think Pantheon is a higher end card, so it's nice that they put quality patches into it. Would have been nice to get a little bit more color for an out of 10, but it's game worn. I will take it. This one is from another set that I really liked, the Museum Collections. This is the base version out of 99. It's got Aaron Rodgers, Jordy Nelson, Devontae Adams, and Randall Cobb. So it's tough to see with the lighting right now, but 3 of them are green patches, and then Rodgers is the white one. I believe that these are just game worn, or event worn. Yeah, it's not from any specific game, event, or season, unfortunately, but I love the design. The design's really cool on these cards. And you can't find them anymore. I haven't seen one on eBay in forever. So another graded, this one's a Gem Mint from PSA, 2015 Topps, and it's labeled Beckett as a Packers team card, even though it's only got the 2 of them on there. So I do have a rainbow of this going, Just I've got them in a binder right now. But when I saw the gem mint, and it was like for 10 or 12 bucks, so it was the same, you know, it was cheaper than if I had sent it in for grading on my own, so I went ahead and grabbed one for the collection. And we'll go with this one next. This is from Panini XR. It's numbered 20 out of 25. It's got Aaron Rodgers, Jordy Nelson, and Jamal Williams, who unfortunately didn't re-sign with us this year. I was really hoping we'd find a way to retain him just because he's so much fun. Again, I think these are event. Oh, it's a game worn for Rodgers and Nelson, and player worn for Williams. This was Williams' rookie year, so makes sense. But that's cool. I didn't realize these had game used patches in them. Again, it's hard to find anything with Rodgers and Nelson. I'm not the only one who liked those connections between Rodgers and White Lightning. So, same year. This is 5 out of 10. Got a nice little 2-color patch there for Nelson. Some cool stitching for Williams. And again, it's game worn for Rodgers and Nelson, and event worn for Williams. And this is from 2017. And again, I'd love to finish this rainbow, but man, you just can't find these anywhere anymore. And the prices were pretty crazy when they first came out. I couldn't afford to jump on those. So here's a jersey numbered card. Or no, it's not. Yes, it is. It's a 12. 12 out of 25. Panini Flawless. I really like the look of Flawless, but I don't do sticker autos on a product that is an astronomical price. And I also really dislike it when they don't do game used. So, 2 nice 2-color patches on this one, but I believe that these are event worn. The enclosed player worn used material is guaranteed. So, in other words, it's not guaranteed to be of, authentic jerseys. But again, I make the exception when it's Nelson and Rodgers. All right, so next up are going to be 2 of the most unique ones I have. The first one is from Playoff, and it is the 1/1 touchdown parallel. For some reason, I really liked these designs. They're kind of simple, a little bit of a throwback to some of like maybe the later 90s, early 2000 cards. And it's got the action shots which seem to be less and less used today. It's more about the colors and providing the pop from tie-dyed and zebra and white sparkles and whatnot. So it's from 2016, and I've been working. I'd like to do the rainbow since I got the 1/1, but again, for some reason, for such a low end, or I guess it wasn't low end, but it's mid-end product, these I just can't find them anywhere. So if you guys know of any, let me know. And then my second 1/1, it's my only other 1/1, is a printing plate. This is the NFL MVP. I don't know if you'd classify it as an insert or a parallel. They did like 3 or 4 different sets that year. There was the All-Pro, the NFL MVP, a base version that just didn't have anything extra on it. I think there might have been a fantasy version as well. So, 1 of 1, and they actually label which plate it is. It's the black plate. I love that. Thank you. 2015. My dog's getting antsy, so I'm going to speed this up. Plus, this video has been long, so if you're still with me, I appreciate it. Just got 2 cards left, and these are 2 of my favorites. I don't know if they're the most valuable, but they're still my favorites. So this is I believe Topps makes the Ultimates. Will tell them when I turn it over. Ultimate Generations. You've got Elway and Cutler. But then you've got Favre and Rodgers on there. That's quite the combination. And the color scheme, the fact that it's got Rodgers and Favre on there, pretty cool. So it's Upper Deck, not Topps. Upper Deck made the Ultimate Collection. And yes, they're all game used. So really cool card. Again, hard to find these, and even when they are, they're usually outside my price range. So when I can land something like this, I'm pretty pumped. So last but not least, this one might be the most expensive card I have. I got it for a decent price, but with everything blowing up, I don't know what it might be worth now. But it's a triple combo relic. Topps Prime. It's got Peyton Manning, Aaron Rodgers, and Tom Brady. And I broke a promise with this card because I swore I would never buy a Brady card. So when I start to feel guilty, I put my thumb over Brady and just enjoy the Manning and Rodgers. But it's an interesting design, and it's got 3 of the top quarterbacks here that we've had the privilege of watching my age group. So unfortunately, it doesn't say if these are game worn or not, but for the price and the players on them, I had to take the chance. So definitely one of my favorites, despite the cheater, the GOAT cheater. But so that's my collection as it stands now of jersey and graded cards, standalone cards. Maybe I'll share my binder full of cards once I figure out exactly what's staying and what's going. I'm trying to readjust the collection a little bit as money gets tighter and everything going on. So focusing on what I enjoy collecting, what I can afford to collect, and just having fun with it and not feeling pressured that I must have this card, must have that card. I try not to collect by emotion so I don't make bad financial decisions, and just have fun with it and not let all the extracurricular stuff bother me. So if you stuck with me this long, thank you. I hope you enjoyed. It was fun for me to go through and show these off, and there'll be plenty other players and collections to come if you're interested in seeing what I've got. So thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time.